This is from The Guardian. InNOut Burger, the popular fast food chain, has told employees in 5 states that they'll no longer be allowed to wear medical masks at work and could lose their jobs if they refuse to comply unless they have a note from their doctor. According to a company memo leaked on Twitter, the guidance is being introduced to emphasize the importance of customer service and the ability to show our associates smiles and other facial features while considering the health and well-being of all individuals. It's set to go into effect on the 14th of August for workers in Texas, Nevada, Colorado, Arizona, and Utah, unless they have a specific medical condition or health concern that requires them to wear a mask, along with a valid medical note. Employees who refuse to comply will be disciplined up to and including termination of employment. The policy does not apply in California or Oregon, where employers are prohibited from banning employees from masking. So InNOut will potentially, and I sort of doubt they would actually do this, although I hope they do, but InNOut potentially is going to start firing their employees who still wear masks, which I think is great. It's exactly what you should do. And obviously all companies, especially in the service industry, should adopt the same policy. Ban their employees from wearing masks. It is, among other things, terrible customer service to be covering your face when interacting with your customers. It's just, it's ridiculous. And you look ridiculous. And so finally, we're seeing a little bit of sanity on this. Let me ask you something. What if there was someone out there who kept a log of every single thing you did every minute of the day? I think that'd be pretty creepy, wouldn't it? Well, what if I told you that's exactly what happens every time you go online? Your internet provider is allowed to store logs of every website you've ever visited. They can legally sell this data to anybody. That's why I always use ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers, so your internet provider can't see or log what you do online. Now, many of you might be wondering, well, if I'm routing all my data through a VPN, then does that just mean that the VPN can see what I'm doing and log my data instead? Many VPNs claim to have a no logs policy, but have been caught logging customer activity anyway. ExpressVPN servers run through RAM. This makes it impossible for their servers to store any data, including logs of any ExpressVPN customers, so you know you're safe. Don't wait. Use my link at expressvpn.com/Matt Walsh Show to get 3 extra months free. That's expressvpn.com/Matt Walsh Show. My only problem is always with this sort of thing, when we see the sanity on face masking coming along 3 years after the fact, is that, as always, these concerns were laughed at only a couple of years ago. Now InNOut is saying, no, you might be paranoid about whatever virus you think you're going to get, and you think that the mask is doing something. You might be paranoid about that, but the customers need to see your face. They need to see your smiling face. That's an important thing in customer service. Like, that is a priority. And so now we're hearing this, but many of us made this point all along. And of course, we were laughed at for that. And this was my primary argument with masking, even apart from is it effective, is it not, and all the rest of it. And that's an important facet. But for me, the number one point was just like the psychological effect of walking around and not seeing anyone's face. We are human beings. We should be able to see each other's faces out in public, and that matters. It really does. And at the time, if you said that, you were laughed out of the room. Not to mention getting banned on social media for saying it. 3 years later, and here we are. If you'd like to see what else I have to say, you can access my full show by going to dailywire.com or by going to the Matt Walsh Show Twitter page. Hope to see you there. Godspeed.